Hi, and welcome back to another installment of Stories Behind the Dooney. Yes, you heard correctly. These are stories that I'm going to share about the few Doonies that I've acquired over the years. Each bag, each accessory has a story to it. I, at times, can be a very impulsive shopper. It all depends on the mood and the season and the sales. I just want to share my stories and encourage others to share their stories because if you're like me, I'm pretty sure you have one. We're going to get started. The next bag that I'm going to showcase is the ninth Dooney that I got. And it was kind of like an odd purchase in itself because it's not an actual purse and it's not a coin purse. It's not a wallet. It's not any of those things, but it's deemed as a tote. Back in the summer of 2012, I was working. I was doing a lot of mobile work, meaning that I had several different places, not necessarily homes, but a couple of offices that I would go and work in. And so I didn't want to utilize my Nike backpack. I was waiting and waiting and waiting for Dooney to come with a really nice backpack. I had my messenger bag, but I was tired of just toting that along. Plus I had like binders or a binder. I had my organizer. I had notes, folders that I needed to keep in one thing, and I wanted to be fashionable with it. And so I was on the Dooney.com website and I'm looking and trying to find some things. So there was one particular material, I'll say, that came out that I was just like, man, I would love to get that, but I don't actually go and carry my lunch to work. I go and pick up something and I eat or go eat out. So the lunch bag, I still have that on my list. Hopefully I'll get one soon. But I wanted that, but I was attracted to the vinyl material because on that vinyl material, you had the DB logo all through that, or I think you would have maybe the hearts on there or something like that. Dooney was starting to really just kind of step outside the box with what they were producing with the logo and the different material. So I purchased this particular tote because it was very, very different. And if you looked at it, it was like, man, that's a Dooney? What? But it kind of disappoints a little bit with that. So let's get to it. This is the large vinyl tote, or large acrylic carry-all tote is really what it's called. All right. I think this said extra large when I bought it, but of course I don't have any way of identifying it because I didn't keep the receipt. And Dooney's site took that purchase out, so I couldn't go back and look at that. I hate when they do that. I wanted to keep a log of everything that I purchased on their website, but all you got is the last 2 years. Anywho, I bought this in the summer of 2012. This thing is huge. When I tell you, I went from using it for work to travel, throwing different toiletries in there, not just single, but if they're in a case, I can throw that in here, or if I'm going to do my hair, I could put that in there. So different accessories and whatnot, traveling accessories could go in here, and I love this. Or if I'm going to go and do a little quick sleepover somewhere, put a blanket in there. It is cool. But I love this. The thing that I hate about it is there's no way outside of the DB to really acknowledge that this is an actual authentic Dooney. And as I always say, you have to be a fan, a connoisseur of Dooney and Bourke to know that this is authentic. And this is one of the things that they had. There's nothing on the bottom. There's no feet. But there is a hard bottom, but it's all encased in the vinyl. So on the inside of it, or the outside of it as well as the inside. So you do not touch this material on the inside. Does not have leather. I don't know what this material is. It could be the cabriolet. I don't know. The cabriolet. Yeah, it could be that, but it is trimmed up. And as much as I thought that I was carrying this, I don't think I carried this a whole lot. But I carried it enough. It's still in great condition. The stitch work on here is really, really good for the layer of what it was really holding together, you know, because this acrylic is thin, but it's thick and durable, like a shower curtain pretty much. It doesn't have that shower curtain smell though, but it does have it on there. And with this DB, and I'm just noticing that, and I don't know if you can see it because I'm trying to look through, but if you look, let's try to put something behind here. I don't know if it's going to show up, but if you look on here, it has DB 1975. So I don't think any of the other DBs, not the ones that I have, now I could be very wrong, but any other DB on material other than this, it does not have the year. So that makes that very, very unique. The handles, I used to think that these were bending up, but it's the way that it's shaped. So they kind of protrude out a little bit, but it's all good. It's nothing that has really become too worn. I have some scuff marks on here, but they're pretty minimal because I think that brown kind of offsets it where you can't see it. And because it's clear too, it's all when you put, like what I just did with the card, you put something up against it and you may be able to see it. I don't know if you can with this yellow, but yeah, you can kind of see some of the scuff marks. And I love this bag. I absolutely love this bag because, like I said, I wanted something that was different. I'm all about getting things that are different, things that are attractive to my eyes, and hopefully that's how other people shop as well. But that's first and foremost. Before I think about, is this really functional for me? I'm always thinking if it's different and making sure that nobody within a 300-mile radius has the same bag as me. That's not bougie or anything, but I think there's plenty out there that I don't have to actually see somebody else with it or even using it the same way that I am. And so, yeah, this is the large acrylic carry all tote, and believe me, it carries all. So I love this. I forgot that I had it for a minute. I thought about it, I was like, don't I have some? Yeah, I have something. But this is the only way to identify this, and this is with the DB 1975 all over it. No, nothing else. It didn't even have a tag of anything, and I don't know where you really could have put the tag. I think you could have put it on the inside. I mean, because it's something that you could have done on the inside with that. But this one definitely did not get that attached to it. So I got it because I needed something for work. I was able to carry everything in. At the time I don't think I was carrying my my wallet per se. I think I may have been using my messenger bag along with this. And so, or I probably wasn't using anything at all. I think I had my coin purse at that time. That's what it was. The coin purse, the nylon leather trim. I was utilizing that. And I was fine with it because I wasn't going anywhere but to those two offices, and then I'd go home. So I wasn't doing too much extra stuff like going to the grocery store. But even still, it was great to just put everything in this bag and just get that little coin purse and keep it moving. So that is my story behind this particular Dooney, and I just ask that you subscribe to my channel, SS Harper, as well as like my video, share with others, encourage others to view this and to just think about, man, what was my story back in 2012? What was I doing in 2012? And I can tell you what I was doing based on the fact of the bags that I have. So yeah, you know, I'm happy to just present this to you all, and stay tuned for the next video. All right.